I want to prosper. I want to prosper. I want to prosper. I want to prosper. Charles, hey buddy, and welcome everybody to e-commerce stories. How's everything going on your side?
Hi, Dennis. Thank you for having me here. Everything is doing well on my side. Just busy with farming and preparing for the 12/12. This, this coming 12/12.
That's great. Well, always good to see you. I know you've always also got so many things cooking in your e-commerce business. So glad we could get a chance to spend some time together. By the way, I love that Rolling Stones t-shirt. I'll have to get one of those. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and begin, and love for you to maybe start off and maybe introduce yourself, tell everybody where you're from, and maybe just what you're passionate about.
Well, what I am doing right now, I did not study, so it came later in life. So I finished my law school, but I'm not a practicing lawyer. I'm I'm a very simple person, so I'm just a farmer. However, I made farming into somehow a, a little lucrative because I made product out of the raw materials that I am growing. Right now, we are making a very promising hair product and skincare product and wellness product. And it's thriving. So I'm very happy with my achievement and I hope it keeps on growing as we go on. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, glad to hear that you guys are thriving out there from having a law degree background, right? But claiming to be a very humble farmer.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that, well, discovery, actually, you don't discover, you don't choose what you discover, discovery chooses you. And it so happened that what I discovered became a thriving business. So I followed the money and here we are.
that's great. And I like that point of view of uh, you know, find and discover and or seek and discover, and then it will find you, whatever that thing or it is for you. So maybe you can tell everybody, tell us about Nature2Nurture and the type of wellness, health and beauty products and that you guys are showcasing.
Well, Nature to Nurture started last 2018. So it it gave uh it came into existence because of a catastrophe. There were two strong typhoons that happened in 2017 and 18. So I used to deliver hot peppers to big companies in Manila. However, this typhoon destroyed my chili plantations and the only plant that got left was rosemary. So there you go. After that, since I don't have any money to reinvest again, to rebuild my destroyed farm, I started to read about rosemary and made few bottles of extracts from it and then tested it to some users. And later on, I got astounded with the result. Some of my friends told me that it's really very effective. So I started reading a lot of medical journals just to confirm what I am actually discovering. And yeah, you can find a lot of medical journals online telling us that it really works. So from there on, I was able to concoct better products like I was able to improve my hair growth products. I started putting some pine tree extracts to make the strands of the hair a little fatter. I started putting lemongrass extracts with my hair products so that the anti-dandruff property becomes stronger, things like that. So I became somehow like a scientist that keeps on innovating. Yeah. And at the moment, with my best seller is my hair growth product. So I invested a lot of advertisement with that product line. I'm actually spending around 20,000 pesos a day at the moment. And the reason for that is for me to build a customer base. So all of my customers are not free. They are all paid. However, a lot of them are becoming a loyal customer into my brand. They keep on buying every month. So it's starting to have a snowball effect. So at the moment, we have around 26,000 users with my hair growth product. So it's doing well. And we have other product lines like skincare. We have our wellness product that you can ingest so that all the inflammations in your body gets treated. So we have tested that with people that has diabetes, and the effects are astounding because the sugar level drops in just 2 weeks. So from 300 drops down to a normal level of 80 sugar in just 2 weeks. We have also tested that with gangrene, some wounds of diabetic persons that does not get well for several months. According to some of them, uh, doctors will suggest that their foot would be amputated. And I told them, try this first. If it does not work, then go amputate yourself. Yeah. And I saved them a lot of money with that because with just 2 to 3 bottles, I get to save them 600,000 pesos worth of operation from amputation of their foot. So
Oh my
things like
God.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Uh, but
So
I'm not pushing.
basically, so basically you focus on rosemary based wellness products,
Yes.
right? And tell us a little bit more about this mad scientist in you because uh I'm sure there's something about who you are and your personality that you know there's a lot of people that might run into a particular product or a particular opportunity and they might just stop at the surface level, but it sounds like you were really persistent in reading medical journals to really understand your product and what it could do. Where did that curiosity come from? Were you always like that?
Well, I guess I was always like this because I remember when we were kids, around 6, 7, one of my titas uh, asked us, what do we want in life? My cousins told them, my cousins told me, tita, I want to be a soldier. One of my cousins told, I want to be an engineer. Then I told my tita, I want to be a scientist. I want to find a cure for
Oh,
cancer. And unfortunately, my tita died uh, almost a decade ago from cancer. So I was not able to help her from that sickness. But if you go if you go online and read about rosemary for cancer, you will find a lot of medical journals uh, telling you that it will kill cancer. Uh, so we have tested that with stage 2 cancer patients, stage 4 cancer patients, as a complementary treatment. It is not a standalone treatment because I don't want to take responsibility, but we were able to test that somehow successful before. She died after 2 years, but when we tested the rosemary extract, the patient is already at stage 4. And the hospital told the patient that she will be dying in 1 to 2 weeks' time. However, the patient died after 2 years, and not because of cancer, but because of sepsis. Yeah, her body could not take the dirt coming out from all the operations that she had to do. So somehow it's successful because we were able to extend her life for 2 more years. And the doctors told her before that she will only live for like 1 to 2 weeks. So somehow the experiment is successful.
Well, that's got to be very self-fulfilling to have a business that is not only tech enabled. I know you're doing all of your business online, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. My business is 80% e-commerce and 20% physical. So there you go.
That's amazing. 80% e-commerce and 20% physical. And so to be a digital business and to have that ability to help people with a product that really works, you're a lucky guy. Um, what what forget about luck for a second though. What do you think it is that has helped you be most successful?
Uh, First, because of my vision and mission, my mission is to employ 1,000 farmers. So
Wow,
I'm so far from there. At the moment, I think I have around 40 farmers and
that's awesome.
50, 56 total employees. And my vision is to create world-class product that is proudly Pinoy. So I think with those two, I'm growing. Otherwise, I will not be pursuing this. So
Well,
I
it's
think
good that you've
I
got
love I love a new product, sir.
well, it sounds like you've built also a great uh mission that your people and your farmers can rally around, right? To help you build your
Yeah.
business. If you don't mind me saying though, when I look at your business, one of the other things that from the outside looking in that seems to help you guys be successful is the large, massive number of happy customers and video testimonials that you get from your users of your rosemary products.
Yeah. From 26,000 users, I think we have around 4,000 testimonials at the moment. So I think you cannot deny the product anymore. So
Yeah,
I used
I
to,
mean,
I remember when I was just starting, I keep on asking for feedbacks and testimonials in order to prove that my product is really working. And right now, I don't do that anymore. The users are voluntarily sending testimonials through our platform. So I'm very, very happy with what is happening at the moment.
that's amazing, man. I'm telling you, for everybody out there, you want to see how to get, you know, raving fans, and a lot of people are really challenged and complain about their inability to sell. And in your case, it's create a great product. Yes, you have to start off by asking people at first to give you feedback, right? But
Yeah.
if you keep it going, now your community, they're the ones doing all the selling for you.
Hmm.
Some of those
And
stories, Charles, some of those stories are amazing, man, that I hear, right? And I see them and talking about their child or their husband or whoever they helped to use the product. And I haven't done maybe I need to do a testimonial also. I've become addicted to your rosemary. What is it? It's kind of like an ointment, and I use it to
the
help
rosemary
me,
oil.
the oil, the essential oil.
Yeah. Yes,
And I,
correct.
I literally I cannot sleep without it.
Mm, it has a calming effect
Yes. I think I need that calming effect.
with our stressful life. We need something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Now, so you got a lot of good things going for you, but I'm sure not everything was this easy, you know.
Of
And
course.
I'm sure looking ahead, your business and others, we all face challenges. But so far, up to date, does anything stand out as far as, some of the biggest challenges that you've run into, and how did you overcome them?
Uh, my biggest challenge ever is the the elements that comes from nature, especially typhoon, strong rain. Well, plants don't really like heavy rain. They get drowned. So that's the my biggest challenge ever. However, with what I'm earning at the moment, I think I will be able to save uh, a significant amount of money so that I could construct a very big greenhouse to protect my plants from the elements of nature next year. So I'm preparing for June to July because around that month, usually my plants die because of the heavy rain. So let's see. I hope our users and our future customers get to support our business so that we get to save money and keep on employing more farmers to go on.
That's great. I know there's a big push for um, growing and modernizing our agricultural industry here in our country. So we should get you on stage with some of those big politicians so they can hear your story. Um, so sounds like, in your case, the mother nature elements of storms and typhoons is your biggest challenge.
Yes.
But when I look at your business, I mean, those things they could be major setbacks that are completely out of your control. But if there's one thing that I see when I observe you guys for so long over these last couple of years, you all are very consistent with your marketing efforts. And from what I see, having interacted with your team online, you are also very committed to customer service. Can you tell everybody about what do you do on a consistent basis for marketing? And I know you have some interesting philosophies on, managing your team and so that they deliver great customer service, because just buying software, using technology it's not the silver bullet. You have to implement the entire business principles, right? So could you share a little bit about what you do on a consistent basis?
Yes. Our main campaign is messaging campaign. We run Facebook ads, and when Facebook ad shows the ad to interested audiences, they inquire and then we answer them respectively and responsibly. So I was doing that since 2019 alone for 1 year, and then when I started making money, I was able to get one person to help me, and now we have around 15 moderators online. So we,
Wow.
yeah, that's why we can manage around 500 to 800 messages a day. So it's it's fun looking back how far we have come, but I think there is really a lot of room to grow. And I keep on telling my team that customers are always king and queen. So whatever they like, uh, answer them uh, accordingly and based on their questions. we don't for sell anything. So if they don't want to buy, we just keep it that way, and then you know, Facebook Facebook has a good way of retargeting previous customers. So we just let the algorithm Facebook do that for us. So yeah,
That's
we are
awesome, man.
confident with our customer service.
So being consistent will help any business bounce back. And that what a great story. Because I know there's so many people out there that started as an entrepreneur on their own, tried out technology, and you went from doing it yourself to having 15 moderators. I'd love for you to
Yeah.
teach me how to do that one day. That's amazing, man. So, well, now let's talk about the future. Uh, you know, 2024 is very nearly approaching. What's in store for Nature to Nurture as you look ahead?
Uh, we want to enter the global market in 2 years' time. That's why we are currently expanding our plantation. So we hope to at least plant around 500,000 rosemary herbs until summer next year. Uh, we are far from there. At the moment, we have around 50,000 rosemary herbs planted for the past few months. So we have around 450,000 rosemary herbs to plant. And the challenge there is to develop new properties where we can plant our rosemary. Because in my place, we are in the middle of the forest. So we have to be very careful with whatever we do here because we want to protect our environment. At the same time, earn income with our land. So I really, really want to protect the environment. That's why I have incorporated with my product lines leaves from eucalyptus and from pine trees. But of course, I have also read a lot of medical journals coming from this earth, right, from this leaves. The reason behind is to prevent people from burning our forests because forest fires here every year is very, very terrible. So I want to at least somehow minimize that if I cannot stop it. So at least minimize the forest fire. So by next year, our goal is to plant 500,000 rosemary herbs before the summer ends and a few hundreds of thousands of lemongrass, basil, and at least maybe we can start planting new eucalyptus and pine trees in our forest. So my
Wow,
yeah
you might be creating a nature eco park there for everybody to visit.
yeah that's one of the plans. But let's see how fast we do things here.
That's awesome. I'm going to make a note to introduce you to some of the people that I recently met. The secretary of the Phil Export and the EU Export Ambassador of the Philippines. So that way you can start getting those relationships to help you create some contacts to go global, right?
Yes,
So
thank
that's
you very
great to
much.
hear that you've got this big vision in the next couple years. Now, as we kind of start to wrap up, I mean, if there's one or two things that, from an advice standpoint, that you think would help other uh, agricultural industry farmers or any entrepreneurs or people wanting to get into e-commerce, what advice would you give out there?
Well, uh, don't do don't do things haphazardly. So calculate your risk. If it's if at the back of your head it will work, and when it comes to paper, you will earn income, then try it out. And if it fails, then do something else until you get to find a thriving business that you can call your own later on. So my business did not have a very good start because I started doing this last 2015. So I planted, at first I planted lettuce, lettuces. However, we still don't have samgyeopsalan in my place. Samgyeopsal is, Korean restaurants are not yet in during that time. So I started too early. So fine. Now, Korean meals are all over the place. And I gave up lettuce 2 years ago. Then I went to hot pepper production. However, hot peppers are very, very sensitive when it comes to rain. They usually die. Uh, and then I discovered rosemary. Rosemary is very, very sturdy. So they don't die in my place. And I wonder why. Because I gave out so many rosemary seedlings to my friends. All of their seedlings died. I think rosemary is for me. So I think,
They Rosemary found you, buddy.
yeah, rosemary is for me. So my advice is calculate the risk, and then if in paper and in your analysis, I think if you think that it will prosper, then go for it. And if it fails, and then find something else until you get to find a business that is really for you. So, and then don't get satisfied trying to be unemployed because life is too short. Life is beautiful. You are earning significant amount of money. You get to enjoy life, and then you get to help people. So right now, I don't have a lot of money at the moment because I'm investing and expanding. But somehow I'm really very happy because I get to help employees. My place is very poor. The annual income here is around 2,500 pesos only. So that's annual income. And right now I'm giving livelihood here, and I see people starting to buy bags of cement, some steel bars, and I saw some of them building their homes slowly. This, with my small effort, I'm helping them change their life. And at the same time, I get to change my life too. My life for me. So, yeah. And stay, be persistent. Uh, Always have the grit to keep on going. Because if you stop, life will still go on. So never stop.
That's awesome, man. So, wow, it's been at least an 8-year journey for you. And it sounds like you're basically like an agricultural startup, right? Testing and trying different products, trying to find the product market fit. And, the number one takeaway is find the right product that's for you, that you can get passionate and excited about. And man, what a role model. I'm super impressed with all the thousands of customers that you have, and the employees that you're helping and the farmers that you've employed. Man, what a great story. So everybody out there, give it up for Charles at Nature2Nurture. Check them out. They've got an amazing story, amazing products. You'll probably be addicted like me to rosemary. But hey, man, I appreciate your time. Best wishes. I'm sure you're going to have a ton more success just being the person that you are. And thanks for sharing your stories and lessons with all of us here at eCommerce Stories at Prosperna.
Thank you everyone for having me here. Thank you, Dennis, and have a great day.
All right,
And
buddy. Let's do it. Take care, man. Hey, Prosper Nation. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Prosperna e-commerce stories, where we learn and share success stories of e-commerce businesses and leaders. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. My name is Dennis Velasco, founder and CEO of Prosperna. See ya.